Gaming news does not sleep. One night we're arguing about consoles. The next day, a gaming company might be changing its whole gaming division. Maybe a classic character is coming back out. Everyone is still watching the calendar for the next massive release as well. Come talk games with me, Toke, your friendly neighborhood alien from the Midnight Lobby. Let's get into it. Welcome guys to a brand new show, the Midnight Lobby Gaming News. I'm your host Toke, and today we're running through some of the biggest stories in gaming. We got Xbox business talk, Nintendo showcase news, and classic PlayStation mascot making a comeback, and a few quick hits before we close out. No long intro today, controller on, headset ready, let's drop in. First off, we have to talk about Xbox. According to Reuters, Microsoft has reportedly considered strategic options for Xbox, including the possibility of the spin-off of the gaming division or the reconstruction of it. The report says no financial decision have been made, but Xbox has been dealing with challenges around console sales, subscriptions, and cloud gaming returns. Xbox is just not a console brand anymore. It is a Game Pass, cloud gaming, PC gaming, major studios, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, Halo, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Call of Duty, and the whole lot more. So whenever there is talk about reconstructing layoffs, budgets, or changing strategies, gamers should pay attention. The big question is this: what does Xbox want to be? Does Xbox still want to be in the fight with PlayStation console to console? Does it want to become more of a service? Does it want to become a Game Pass everywhere? Does it want to focus on major franchises and stop worrying so much about hardware? Because right now, Xbox feels like it's at a crossroad. It has powerful brands, it has big studios, it has the Game Pass, but it still needs clear identity that gamers can understand. My take, Xbox does not need more confusion, it needs trust. Gamers want great games, clear communication, and a reason to stay in the ecosystem. Alright guys, next up, Nintendo. GameSpot reported on June 2026 Nintendo Direct, which includes several major announcements and games tied to Nintendo's current and upcoming lineup. Nintendo Direct always hit different because Nintendo does not have to play the same game as everybody else. Xbox and PlayStation are always fighting over power, graphics, subscriptions, and blockbuster release. Nintendo can walk on the stage with a strange little game, a returning classic, or a colorful surprise, and somehow the internet stops moving. This is Nintendo's strength. They know nostalgia. They know family gaming. They know how to make people feel like kids again. But there is a pressure. Nintendo always kept modern gamers interested. People want strong hardware, good online features, smooth performances, and games that feel worth the price. Nostalgia gets people in the door, but the game still has to deliver. The question I ask listeners is this: do you trust Nintendo more than Xbox and PlayStation when it comes to first-party games? Because even when people complain about Nintendo, a lot of those same people still show up when Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Pokemon, or Smash Brothers enters the conversation. Alright guys, our next story is, this one's for the nostalgia crowd. The Guardian reports Spyro the Dragon is returning with a new original game called Spyro: A Realm Beyond, planned for spring 2027 on Xbox, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. The report says Toys for Bob is developing it, and Tom Kenny is returning as the voice of Spyro. That's really cool that Tom Kenny is coming back. That's pretty amazing. This is big for anyone who grew up with PlayStation classics. Spyro is one of those characters that feels like a different era of gaming. Colorful worlds, simple fun, collecting gems, flying around, burning enemies. No battle pass, no rank mode, no sweaty lobbies, just vibing, man. And honestly, gaming could use more of that nowadays, man. I'm not gonna lie there. Not every game needs to be dark, massive, online, competitive, or stressful. Sometimes people just want to get on a game after work, man, and just play and have fun, man. The challenge is this: can Spiral come back and still matter to modern players? Because nostalgia is powerful, like I said, but it's also can be dangerous. A game cannot survive only because people remember liking the character 20 years ago. It has to feel like good, man. It has to have a great comeback. But if they get the movement right, the flying right, the humor right, and the world design right, Spiral can have a really good comeback, in my opinion. All right, guys. So just quick little stories. I know everybody's been worried about GTA 6. It's one of the most anticipated games in the world. Financial Times recently described the scale of excitement around the game, noting its expected 2026 release window and the massive cultural attention surrounding it. June is packed with game releases and showcases news. GameSpot has been tracking the biggest new releases for June 2026, and PC Gamer also called June a big month for releases and showcase reveals. The gaming calendar is getting crowded between showcases, remake sequels, live service updates, and major announcements. It feels like companies want attention at the same time. They can be exciting, but it can also be overwhelming for gamers at the same time if you just do it all in 1 month. I agree on that. All right, guys, so here's my final take for today. Gaming is a weird place. On one side, we have more games, better graphics, crossplay, massive worlds, and huge online communities. But sometimes, like the layovers, the expensive games, the broken launches, the live service fatigue, as players feel like companies are just chasing money for like loot crates and just money grab stuff. There's a lot of tension right now between gamers and gaming companies. There's just not a lot of trust there. I really think that the gaming community needs to have the companies make them trust them. I don't just come out with solid games, and don't lie about anything. Don't, like GTA 6 is supposed to be coming out. I mean, I understand that a game that massive, they want to get it right. I understand that, but like, they in the early stages of it, they were giving out release dates, and that was like 4 years ago. It's just I think it's a big trust thing. Trust is big in the gaming community, so I ended on that. So, like I said, hopefully you guys will come back for the next episode of the Midnight Lobby Gaming News. Go check us out over there on YouTube and Spotify, and make sure you check out our main podcast, The Midnight Lobby, with me and Ray. You can find those shows over there on your YouTube and our Spotify, The Midnight Lobby and The Midnight Lobby 1 for our Spotify. All right, guys, thank you, and hopefully you enjoy, and I'll see you next episode. Peace, y'all, from the alien from Kepler B.